A couple was sound asleep in their tent when a screaming sound suddenly woke them up. Fused, the man unzipped the tent only to see their friend being eaten by a zombie. He rushed out to help, but he quickly became the zombie's next target. Jessie, seeing the terrible scene, grabbed a shovel nearby and quickly killed the zombie. Unfortunately, her boyfriend was hurt too badly, and she knew there was nothing she could do to save him. With a broken heart, Jessie took her best friend and drove away from the campsite. While they were driving, her friend, who was barely hanging on to life, told Jessie a shocking secret that made her absolutely furious. Distracted by all her feelings, Jessie lost control of the car and it flipped over. When she finally woke up, there was a scary zombie waiting outside, and her best friend had already turned into a zombie inside the car. With a sad heart, Jessie grabbed a piece of cardboard and ended her friend's life. She then kicked open the trunk to escape the car, but the zombie outside was waiting for her. It bit down on her waist, but Jessie fought it off fast with an elbow and a kick, then stumbled into the nearby woods. As she made her way deeper, she walked into a small open area where a little girl was playing. Desperate for help, Jessie went closer, only to realize the child was also a zombie. Terrified, Jessie spun around and ran for her life. While running, Jessie came upon an abandoned house. To defend herself, she quickly grabbed a weapon. Inside the house, she accidentally slipped on a puddle of blood on the floor. Hearing the noise, a zombie rushed toward her. Just in time, Jessie grabbed a hammer nearby and killed the zombie with one hit. As she caught her breath, the door swung open and a woman appeared. It turned out the woman, whose name was Emma, had been hiding in the house, too scared to leave. She had come looking for her sister but found her brother-in-law had already turned into a zombie. Luckily, Jessie showed up just in time to save her. After making sure the house was safe, Jessie started cleaning the blood off herself. But while looking at her own injuries, Emma walked in unexpectedly and saw the wound. Jessie admitted she was bitten by a zombie, but oddly she hadn't changed like everyone else. Emma was doubtful and asked her questions. Jessie, equally confused, guessed that it might be because of her mother, a scientist who studied viruses who had given her many shots since she was a child. Hearing all this, Emma decided they should find Jessie's mother, hoping she could find a cure and save more people. They left right away, but the streets were already full of zombies. Emma threw a bottle to get the zombies' attention, which gave them a chance to sneak through the back door of a nearby restaurant. Inside the restaurant, there were other people who had survived. To safely reach their destination, Emma and Jessie knew they had to team up with these survivors. The moment they walked in, a man named Franks pointed a shotgun at Jessie, not trusting the stranger. He ordered another man, Brandon, to check her for weapons. Once they were sure she wasn't a threat, Franks unwillingly let her stay. Franks, armed with his shotgun, had made himself the leader, and everyone in the group had to follow his orders because they were too scared to challenge him. Just then, the news was playing on the TV, showing that the outbreak came from a flu virus. The virus had changed because patients had been given a vaccine, and the expert behind that vaccine research was Jessie's mother. Since over 1 million people had already received the vaccine, the situation was much worse than anyone could have imagined. Jessie really wanted to find her mother and find out the truth, but Franks had the car keys. While Jessie and Brandon were talking about a plan, the restaurant's power suddenly went out. The three of them went outside to check, discovering that the generator had stopped working. Frank started trying to fix it while Jessie and Brandon watched for danger. Just as Franks finished fixing the generator, a zombie attacked and bit him on the neck. Brandon quickly shot the zombie, but it was too late for Franks. Even though they felt sad, his death meant they now had the car keys and a way to get out. After hearing that Jessie and Brandon were trying to save the world, some of the survivors decided to join them while others chose to stay at the restaurant. After saying their goodbyes, the group left in the car. Not long after they started driving, they came across a single survivor on the road. Emma got out to check, only to find that it was her missing sister. Overwhelmed with happiness, Emma rushed to hug her, but her sister's face was full of sorrow. Her daughter had been bitten by a zombie. Before Emma could say anything, her sister, too sad to think straight, returned to her car, choosing to leave with her daughter, who was now a zombie. Emma collapsed in hopelessness. As the zombie crowd got closer, she didn't want to live anymore. Jessie tried to pull her back into the car, but Emma refused. Since her sister was her only family left, she chose to face the zombies head-on, saying goodbye to the group. The others had no choice but to drive away. Later, they stopped at a convenience store and Brandon went inside to get supplies. As the others waited, a sudden scream broke the silence. Rushing into the store, they found Brandon had been bitten by a zombie, and more zombies were pouring in. With no other choice, they were forced to leave Brandon behind and continue their escape. At this point, the team on their mission was down to only 3 people. Right when they needed it most, their car broke down, forcing them to walk the rest of the way. They hadn't gone far before they accidentally stumbled upon a group of zombies who were eating. The zombies, smelling fresh food, immediately started chasing them. The trio ran toward an abandoned truck, but Lucas made the brave choice to stay behind and distract the zombies, giving the others a chance to get away. The remaining 2 safely escaped the truck area and were rescued by a farmer along the road. He took them back to his house, giving them food and a safe place to sleep. Unfortunately, Lucas wasn't as lucky. While he managed to find another car, he was quickly surrounded by zombies. Luckily, the keys were inside and he was able to start the engine and speed off, leaving the zombies behind. However, his problems weren't over. The car's owner and his 2 friends saw Lucas driving away and started shooting at him. Lucas was hit, but the wound was not deadly. Despite the injury, Lucas managed to make it to the farm, reuniting with Jessie and her sister, and they kept going together. But by nightfall, Lucas sadly died from his injuries due to blood loss. The next morning, to have a better chance of surviving, Jessie and her sister decided to continue their journey on foot. As expected, it wasn't long before zombies noticed them. Jessie fired her gun to try and keep them away, but there were too many. In the chaos, her sister's ankle was grabbed. Just when things looked hopeless, an elderly man passing by came to their rescue. He shot perfectly, quickly killing all the zombies and saving Jessie and her sister. The man took them back to his home, giving them food and a place to stay. Not only that, but he also taught Jessie how to shoot, making her skills better. When he learned that Jessie was trying to save the world, he gave her the keys to his favorite big, sturdy car. However, just as Jessie was about to leave, she discovered that her sister's ankle had been scratched by a zombie. The old man advised her to leave her sister behind, saying he would take care of the situation there. But Jessie had promised Lucas she would look after her sister, holding on to the hope that if they found their mother, there might still be a chance to save her. Unwillingly, the old man agreed, helping to clear the zombies from the road to make sure Jessie could leave safely. But the virus was changing very fast, and before they could reach their destination, Jessie's sister fully turned into a zombie. Heartbroken, Jessie had no choice but to kill her sister. After burying her with tears in her eyes, Jessie gathered her courage and continued the journey alone. Not long after, Jessie arrived at the science lab building where her mother worked. Seeing a survivor approaching, the women inside quickly came downstairs to help get rid of the zombies. After checking who she was, they recognized Jessie as the daughter of the virus expert and led her to the laboratory. There, Jessie only found a video left by her mother, who had known Jessie would come and had arranged for a bodyguard to take care of her. In the video, Jessie's mother explained that Jessie's natural defense cells antibodies were the key to making the cure for the virus. Without wasting any time, the bodyguard quickly cleared the zombies at the garage entrance and escorted Jessie to the next lab. In the end, the cure was successfully created and was sent out using flying machines drones to every part of the world, saving humanity from the disaster. So what did you think of this movie? Leave it in the comments below. And if you liked the video, like and subscribe for more movie recaps. See you next time.